guy's number one fear, right? When a woman says, am I in? Or are you in?
It's not number one, but it's like close. Number one is like, can I chop this off? That would be number one. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 23 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, Evil Space Bunny. Now, Bunny.
Yeah?
Is the space in your name a physical space, like I hit the space bar, or is it spelled all the way out?
It's spelled all the way out.
Okay, because you know how that's confusing, right? Like Evil Space Bunny.
I mean, I don't think you don't say the space, real space, portz.
No, because there's no spaces, you fucking idiot.
Then shouldn't it be like the reports?
The real Portz.
The reports.
Yeah, it's not even a real word. It's just the real Portz. Yeah. Okay, see, that's a valid point. The first point you made was laughable. Even though I didn't laugh, I yelled. So it was yellable. But the second point was very valid, and I accept that.
Okay, good talk.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
That's cool. Good. I'm mostly good. I had a bad day at work, and I'm taking it out on you. It's okay.
Aww.
It's fine.
Aww.
No, it's fine that I'm doing that. It's okay. I checked with some people earlier.
Just keep drinking your drinky drink since you don't like hugs.
Since I don't like what?
Hugs.
Oh, I thought you said hogs.
I was gonna be like, oh, do you need a hug? But you don't like hugs since you're gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think hugs are fine, right? But I've never needed one. It was the whole point. I love that this has become a thing, by the way. Somebody asked me on Twitter if I needed a hug.
Yes!
I was like, if this is because of the podcast, fuck you. And if it's not, fuck you.
I mean, I ask that every day to like my coworkers when they're like, God, I just want to like fucking jump off a building. I'm like, do you need a hug? And they're like, yeah.
No,
but first
I need to find a tall building. Yeah. Well, I've never needed one. Like, I'm not saying I don't like them. I've just never been like, you know what would solve all my fucking problems right now is a hug.
Yeah, but they make you feel better.
No.
It releases dopamine.
Not enough to move
dopamine.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Anyway,
video games?
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it, but now I'm gonna say it because you made that dopamine. This is because of that, by the way. Just the next thing I'm gonna say is because you did that. Okay.
Okay.
So it's your fault.
Okay. I'm ready.
Jacking off produces way more, so I'll just do that.
But you know what you can't do in public? Jack off. I want to see what happens, what the result is. Would you rather have a hug or would you rather jack off? Which dopamine
I'm not in public often enough for this to be a choice. I'll just wait till I get home.
Did you read that article about?
Of course I did. Yeah, they're like. I'm pretty sure the headline was. I might be misremembering it, but I'm pretty sure the headline was "Rub the Corona away."
Yeah. Oh my God! If you guys haven't seen that fucking article, there's like an article circulating about how jacking off.
The way I saw it was Philip DeFranco posted a picture of his wife texting him. And he was like worried about the coronavirus, and she posts this article that's just like, hey, jacking off like boosts your immune system, makes you more resilient to illness, and then she's just like, you'll be fine.
Fucking roasted him.
Yep. It's like you masturbate too much. How does he have time? That guy doesn't. There's no way he has time.
There's no way he has time.
That guy is the busiest guy in the world.
No.
He's got a wife and does he have kids? I don't know.
Yeah, he has 2 kids.
2 kids? Yeah. That's too many. Too many kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, this is a video game podcast, so I know that's self-evident, but we are legally required to say it. So
yep.
It is a video game podcast, so we'll continue now talking about video games. What did you play this week, Bunny?
I actually didn't get to play a whole lot.
Thank God.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna disappoint you this week. I mostly played a lot of vanilla Minecraft. I've been streaming it lately, and it's been so enjoyable. It's kind of weird. And
why is that weird? Because it's vanilla?
Because it is vanilla, and like I've always avoided vanilla because I thought I would get bored easily. But instead, I focused on, instead of doing like endgame and going for endgame content, I've just been building. And I've been building like this weird little village, and this weird little like cult idea popped into our heads. And so we slowly like made a temple that descends into the nether, and then the pigmen come up and they're part of our cult, basically.
Huh.
Yeah, it's been great.
That's cool.
But
how many people can be on a server?
The server that I have set up for vanilla right now has a capacity of 20. So we can have 20. I can always bump it up if I need to, though. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's no hard-coded like Minecraft limit of how many people could be in there?
No, it just depends on how much RAM you have dedicated for the server.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's pretty much about it. But aside from Minecraft, I played a few games. I played a lot of PUBG with my nerds, my bros. Mm-hmm. We held hands and we murdered.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is there a weird guilt that comes with playing games like that now?
Kind of.
Where you're just like, oh, I should be doing this thing that's on my list.
I feel that because I'm like, I should be playing beatable games, but at the same time, I'm like, I said I would avoid PUBG, and I said I would avoid first-person shooters, and I'm kind of like getting back into it hard, and I like put in 10 hours
you have
last
the
week.
exact same relationship with PUBG that I have with Dota.
Yeah, PUBG is my Dota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now I have League, and they're basically the same fucking game.
Oh no, why did you do it, you dummy?
I don't know. I'm such an idiot. And I'm playing more. I would rather play Dota, but I'm playing more League because that's what my friends are playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of bullshit, you know?
Gotcha.
Every time I play League, I'm just like, I can just be playing Dota.
I want to play with my friends. Yeah, I get it.
I don't.
That's why I'm playing
the
PUBG
draw to
again.
play with my friends isn't even that strong because I'm mostly a solo gamer anyway.
Oh.
But I don't know. It definitely happens.
Yeah, I only play PUBG if I have a squad. Like Zubera and Saladin have to be holding my hands. In fact, actually, it's more like they have a baby carrier and I'm the baby. That's pretty much how we play PUBG.
That's fun.
Right? But I did.
That would actually be a really good ploy for like a real life PUBG situation. It's like, oh shit, there's a baby there, and they don't shoot you, and then you shoot them. You're like, ah, you thought I was a baby bitch.
Like a baby with a fucking gun.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a real baby. You'd be like, it'd be some sort of contraption where it's like deeper on the inside, like the TARDIS.
Oh, like, hey, actually, no, like the BioShock, the very intro, when you're walking up on this woman and she's like singing to a bassinet. And if you sit there and you listen to her and she just starts screaming into the bassinet eventually, and you go and you kill her and it's a gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh god, that scene is great.
I love that scene. Anyway.
When you said very beginning, I was like, okay, on the airplane. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Well, when you get down there. Yeah. That's like the first 10, 15 minutes. But I did play a couple other games this week that were single player targeted towards an actual goal.
Okay.
I played The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh, right.
I had not played this since we kind of like talked about walking sims and stuff. This is one of them that popped up. So, you start out and you're like walking around and you're this dude, and this dude has like the best fucking voice. The voice actor's named Marty Allen, and he just passed a few years ago. I was like so bummed because I love this dude's voice. And I was like, I have to see what else yeah. So, yikes. Yeah, it was mega yikes. But like,
was he in a bunch of other stuff?
He was in a couple other things. He was like a comedian back in like the 60s and 70s. He's fucking
fuck, I have to look at this guy right now.
Him up.
Can you write that down? Just send that note to me right now.
Marty Allen, yeah, I will text it to you. And so like you listen to this dude's voice and it's so good and it's like so smooth, and he truly sounds like a detective, and you slowly figure out like you have these special skills and you're like this supernatural detective. And I was like really confused at first, and I'm like, why the fuck do I have these special powers as a fucking detective? And I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna put my murderino skills to the test and solve these crimes. And so you're slowly going around solving these crimes, and it's really cool. And it was just really weird because, like, some of the instructions are, like, super cryptic, and, like, it took me a while to figure it out, and I didn't figure it out until, like, some of the, like, 3 or 4 puzzles in, that you have this special power when you, like, start putting the clues together, and you, like, when a fucking word flashes on the screen, if you, like, follow that word, it will show a spot, because that's part of your super detective skills, and you will see where this item is in your head, and then you go find it in the world. And I was just like,
I'll be honest, that description of what's happening does nothing for me. I still have no idea.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's really weird to describe, and it's really hard to describe, and it's super cryptic because it never ever is explained to you. You literally just hear him start talking about the story and trying to find Ethan and everything. Yeah. But the thing about this game that is so gorgeous is, like, the graphics are great for its time, and, like, the sounds and the music really go well with most of the scenery. Like, the sounds when you go into the cave, everything changes and stuff like that. And my only complaint was the sound in the woods, like the trees creaking. It sounded like creaky floors rather than a forest creaking, which sound
I
way
hate
different.
I hate when it's, like, definitely the wrong sound.
It's definitely the wrong sound. I'm like, this is a fucking floor. This isn't what it's like.
I noticed it the most with footprints, like like footsteps on different styles of, like, you're on wood and it's like clunk clunk clunk. It's
clunk.
like, no, that's not
right.
That's not what it is.
But so I get to the end of this game, and, like, it was, like, super culty and, like, Cthulhu-esque. Like, these people are slowly losing their mind and killing each other, right? And you're trying to find Ethan. You're trying to find this little boy. And
are you spoiling the game for me right now?
Well, I could spoil the true ending of what actually happens.
No, don't.
You don't want me to?
I want to play it.
Okay. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it is literally what I will say about this was it was the most terrifying and truly beautiful ending. The ending had me fucking crying so hard.
That's awesome.
I was fucking losing my shit because, like, I got the real ending because I looked up there's a couple others, and I got the real ending because I was just so dedicated to this game and trying to find everything. And I was literally just crying my fucking eyes out because it wasn't what you expect at the end.
As a robot,
yes,
games that can make me feel, I value very highly. So I would like to check it out.
Yeah, I think you should definitely check this out. Like, I texted you after I beat it, and I was still fucking crying because I was just, like, so emotional. I'm like, everybody should play this game. I'm like, holy shit. And I was just like, I was not expecting that ending at all. Absolutely fucking floored. It's just like, I'm like, oh, this is the worst. So, I thought maybe we could do a deep dive on that once you actually beat it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm down.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
The other game that I played was this little, like, storybook game or visual novel game called Love Choices.
Oh, picking off the easy ones.
Look,
okay, all right. Okay,
I like my romantic bullshit. Every once in a while I need it. I don't know why I like this stuff, considering I'm such a blunt motherfucker. And but this is what I wrote down about Love Choices, because it was, again, cryptic with the instructions. Like, I go through and I'm just clicking the bottom where you have the normal text on a normal visual novel, but then I figured out that you're supposed to click on, like, the pictures and, like, actually interact with what's happening on the screen rather than clicking the choices. And I was, like, super pissed. So this is what I wrote. I'm like, look, I'm a blunt motherfucker who happens to be a sap for romantic shit. But when your game is as cryptic as decoding an actual relationship, good job, but also fuck you.
Yeah. Things need to be simplified for games. Like, still give it that feel, but I mean, obviously that's probably it's a hard line to walk, you know.
Like, so the first one I did, she broke up with me, and I'm like, God, fuck, what? I just followed the cues. Like, how am I supposed to know? And then I started clicking around on the pictures, and you can't figure out what you're going to click because it's not obvious. So you just literally fucking click on everything. And I was pissed.
What was this game called again?
Love Choices, or Love Choice.
Okay. Okay.
So I beat that. And then I started playing the game that we've talked about and we've brought up multiple times.
All right. Can we talk about the fact that
what?
You said I didn't play that much this week.
Fuck you. It's not a lot.
Yeah. No, fuck you. Fuck you. You beat 2 games, and you're about to talk about a third one. Did you beat this one?
No, I didn't beat this one. But
right,
I do want to bring it up really fast because we've literally talked about this game, and every time we hear it, we're like, I know that game, but we don't remember what it is. I played The Witness again.
Oh, yeah, The Witness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started playing this, and we've literally talked about this on 3 episodes, I think. And I'm like, The Witness? And you're like, The Witness? And on different episodes. But I started playing this game again. It's a puzzle game, and it's also just as cryptic. And some of them are so fucking hard and had me fucking banging my head against the wall. It was frustrating. It was so fucking frustrating. I think I played for an hour and a half, and I'm like, okay, my brain is dead. And
did you get a homework headache?
I literally got a homework headache. That's how I felt. It was the fucking worst. I'm like, I'm supposed to enjoy this beautiful game because it is fucking gorgeous, and it makes me want to die.
Yikes.
Yep. Anyway.
That's a long puzzle game, too, I'm pretty sure.
Fucking hella long. Hella fucking long.
Yikes.
Yikes. Mega yikes.
Omega yikes.
Omega yikes. So that's what I played. What did you play this week?
I literally, okay, for realsy, no playsies.
No playsies.
Didn't play much. Did not play much.
Mm-hmm.
I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version, because you have to specify that now. And I beat it. I beat the campaign. The campaign was awesome.
Really?
It was great. Yeah, there are some sweet ass parts that happen. They vary up the gameplay a lot, and it's real fun. I was not bored for a second. Well, a little bit in the beginning where it's just it just feels like military shit. You're like, okay, another Call of Duty, let's go. But then once the story starts picking up and they mix up the gameplay mechanics for different scenarios, it was really fun. I liked it a lot.
What was the story based on this one?
The story, I think. So, I'm gonna reveal here real quick how much I don't pay attention to current events.
Yeah.
And how much I don't pay attention to the story I'm playing, even though I liked it. Because I don't really know. I forget the countries that were involved, which apparently they fucked up, and everyone's like, you should just make it the real thing if you're gonna go after the real thing. But they changed one of the countries. I don't know which one. But basically Russia are the fucking big bad dudes in this one. And you swap back and forth between playing 2 different dudes. I think it's 2. There might have been one more in the beginning, but mainly it's 2 dudes. One from the American military and then one from the UK. And what do they call their armies over there? You know?
That is a good question. I do not know.
It's not constables. Those are the policemen.
The British, something force or some shit.
Armada. I don't know.
Armada, yes. It's the British Armada, obviously.
But they're on land. Anyway. So you swap between 2 different characters. They're not really the main character, though. Neither of them. They're in your squad, and they break off and do their own things, but there's kind of this one unit that the story revolves around, and there is a lady from, can't remember if it's a made-up Middle East place or just one I haven't really heard of, but she, the Russians really fucked up her town where she grew up, and occupation status, fucking just slaughtering their village. And her and her brother have to. This is one of the coolest parts of the game. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not like the end of the game or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play it, so you're fine.
Well, somebody will probably, but all
right, spoiler warnings.
I don't give a fuck. Spoiler alert for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Remove your headset now. So this Russian soldier comes in, kills your dad, and you're like 7 at this point, and because you play her for this sequence, and her brother's like 10 or something like that, and he got picked up by the Russian soldier, and you're just like crawling around your house, looking for shit. Well, you don't know this originally. You're just trying to hide, but then you notice like you can pick up shit, and you're like, oh fuck, like what is this? It's like scissors and a screwdriver and a knife. So the only way out of this sequence is you stab this motherfucker, which is terrifying because he's a big dude and you're a little girl, and you have like trembly little girl hands.
Oh Jesus fuck!
And so you're crawling around, and then you stab him. It doesn't work all the way. He's like distracted by it, and so you have to run away and do it 2 more times because it's a video game.
Yeah.
And in the end, you can't kill him with blunt or like the little pointy objects. You have to get him distracted by your brother, grab the gun off his back, and shoot him with it.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's heavy shit. It's heavy shit. There's also another sequence where you're escaping this very house, and you have to steal a truck.
Yeah.
And to get away, you have to shoot 2 guards with a pistol. But the thing is, you're a little girl who can't really wield a pistol, so the recovery time on the shots is enormous.
Jesus.
And you know in Call of Duty where they have you hold shift to snipe?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like steady your breathing. You have to do that with this little pistol, and it's like a 2-second window where you can shoot them. It was actually kind of a cool mechanic way to, you know, pretend that you're a little girl to kill somebody. No one's ever downloaded the Skyrim mod where the kids can kill you.
Oh no! Wait, is there a Skyrim mod that does this?
No. But they, you know, the classic thing is people, you know, want to be able to kill the kids.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the kids are killing people in this game, so it was good. It was a great game.
That's great.
That's one anecdote from the game, but like the overall story it's gripping. It was good.
Good. I haven't played a Call of Duty like campaign since Call of Duty 4.
So Modern Warfare, the 2008? Was it 2008?
Yes,
2007?
something like that. I don't remember. I literally bought it just for the campaign because the campaign was so fucking good and phenomenal, and that ending. Huh!
Yep. It's got returning characters.
Oh, does it really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Soap is in it, and
Soap.
well, actually, Soap is, well, that's a spoiler. Soap's teased at the end, but Price is in it. Doesn't have anything to do with the stories though.
Gotcha.
So the other game I played was called Gunpoint. Have you ever heard of this?
Gunpoint. It sounds vaguely familiar. What's it about?
It is like a 2D side-scrolling game that is it's kind of like a puzzle.
Huh.
Where you are a hired spy.
Okay.
Think of yourself like if like Sterling Archer was just a freelancer. That's basically what you are.
Okay.
And the way the story is told is really cool because it's exclusively through text messaging, and you get to respond to different shit and like say different stuff, and the plot unfolds very weirdly because you can kind of choose a couple different paths based on what information you give somebody. At one point, I was working for the police, and they were hiring me to catch me. So they were like, we need this surveillance footage. It'll tell us who stole shit from, you know, this warehouse or whatever. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. You get there, you steal it, and then you have it, and then you text him back, and he's like, was it there? And you're like, no, somebody wiped it clean. It's like, oh, fuck.
It's like, oh, terrible. Shucks.
Yeah. And then they lay a booby trap for you with some like fake evidence. They're like, I need you to go get this. And then you get there, and you have the choice to say, you know, they wiped it or it's gone or whatever. Mm-hmm. I saw this coming, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got it right here. And they're like, that was fake evidence. They thought it was you. It's not you. So I think the game ends right there if you just hand in that evidence. Or if you don't hand it in. So
shitty ending.
I did not get that ending, thank God. But the gameplay is you can... I guess you have superpowers, sort of. Your gadgets help you leap half the size of pretty tall buildings. So you can jump in through glass or trapdoors. One of the main mechanics is you have the ability to hack stuff, but you have to go to specific colored wire panels before you can activate that like grid of items to interact with. So like there's motion sensors. So like if somebody walks through a motion sensor, normally that would trigger an alarm, but you rig it to open a door or turn off the light. And eventually you unlock the ability to tether the enemy's guns to certain items. So it's what I did was have it tied to opening a door. So when he tried to shoot at me, it opened the door I needed instead, and then I killed him.
That's pretty good.
So there's just a lot of fun stuff you can do like that. And yeah, it was neat.
Did you beat it?
I did beat it. Yep. Beat those 2 games.
Nice.
And
Look at you.
Literally it. But you also beat 2, which means I'm still 1 behind.
Fair enough.
You're at 17, right?
I am at 17, yes.
God damn it.
Sorry.
God damn it. Pillars of... Oh, yeah, I've played a bunch of Pillars of Eternity. I'm like 22 hours into that game.
You loving it still?
Oh, it's so good. It's awesome.
Fuck, you're making me want to play it, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does. Also, Humble Bundle had Pathfinder Kingmaker, whatever the fuck it's called. That's like at least 100 more hours of gameplay that I really want to play.
Oh, no. No.
And I want to play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 because I never played them.
You never have?
I tried to way back in the day when I was just like a baby gamer, and it was like too much for me.
Baby gamer portz.
I was a baby gamer portz, and I didn't play it very much.
Baby gamer portz.
I created my character like 30 times, and that's all.
Jesus, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So. Fuck.
News?
I was really hoping you didn't do anything this week.
I'm sorry. I'm always going to be playing fucking video games. And since we're doing this, yeah, that's my goal, is at least 1 to 2 a week.
I know.
I know, I'm the worst.
No, you're the best currently.
Apparently.
Did we have any news, Bunny?
We have so much news.
Get the nose bunny on the phone.
Get the nose bunny on the phone. So we
get the nose bunny on the phone.
A couple quickie newsies. So Halo Combat got included into the Master Chief Collection, which is on Steam now. So.
Oh yeah, Halo 1. Hell yeah, let's do it.
So more games for that. Somebody just gifted that to me.
Fuck you! Stop talking about it.
Now I have to check it out. Because I've never really actually played the campaign or anything. So I've only played multiplayer, and that's it with Halo. Because it was easier to land a bunch of Xboxes than it was to do
the campaign is honestly really good.
Is it?
But it just like doesn't.
He was saying
there's
it doesn't
something
hold
that
up.
feels. There's something that feels kind of empty about it now. Like when I play it now, it just feels like a shell of a game to me.
Really?
There are parts of it that are still great, but it's just like the storytelling it's not as bare bones as Half-Life.
Yeah.
Well, not bare bones, but like Half-Life was like not about the story, but the storytelling was really good because it kept you in the character the entire time.
Right.
Halo sort of splits the difference where it's like, yeah, you're mostly the dude, but sometimes there's these big cutscenes and they just don't feel. It feels like somebody made a game instead of you can be there. I don't know. It doesn't feel that immersive to me.
Gotcha. Weird. Okay. And then the Ghost of, how do you say that? Tsushima? Tsushima?
Don't say the T.
Tsushima? Okay. The Sucker Punch game. This was
I'm just making it up.
Okay, fair enough. This was like what, previewed last EA or no, E3?
I don't know, but last year probably at some point.
Yeah, I remember actually.
I don't remember if it was at the PlayStation conference or E3, but at some conference.
I'm pretty sure it was at E3 because I saw it, and I don't watch the PlayStation one. I saw it at E3, and I was like, "That game looks good," and then I was like, "Oh, PlayStation," and then I
hear that E3. Someone's watching you.
I know. So that finally got a release date. It looks really fucking good, and then of course I forgot to write down the fucking release date. It's May?
Of what game?
The
Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Ghost of Sushi?
Sushi?
Yeah, I don't know when it is.
It's like May something. But that finally got a release date if you guys are excited, and it gives me another reason to fucking use my PlayStation 4 before I throw it away.
Yeah. I don't think it actually says what the release date is.
I thought it was May. It's definitely this year, though.
For that one. Yeah, it says 2020. That's all I can find.
Oh, okay. Also, something I didn't include in the notes, but the Valve Index is back on pre-order on Steam.
Don't tell me this.
I'm sorry.
I don't need to.
Well, okay, like here, this might deter you. Everybody's like, it'll be ready before Alex. It's not going to still be ready before Alex because of the coronavirus.
You're not going to get it before Alex, you fucking idiot.
It's still going to be 8 to 10 weeks.
Shipping is still affected.
8 to 10 fucking weeks.
Yeah. Just because they have it doesn't mean you get it, like, now.
Yeah, everybody's like, you're wrong, buddy, you're wrong. It goes back on sale on March 8th. It's like, yeah, it does go on sale.
All your friends fucking Donald Trump? What is that? You're wrong. You're wrong, buddy.
Wrong.
Apparently. All right, you've never been more wrong about any shipment situation ever.
Yeah.
Wrong.
It's very weird. But like, so yeah, it's 8 to 10 weeks again for all the pieces.
The Witness?
The Witness? Yes.
It comes in 8 to 10 pieces.
8 to 10 pieces.
Different installation folders and
yes, exactly.
Thumb drives.
Anyway, so let's get into some of the good stuff.
Don't brush me off like that, you piece of shit. I'm making a funny bit. Don't go, okay, now the next thing, you ass.
What do you want me to say?
Okay, what's the next thing?
So I've been... I hate you so fucking much.
Try giving a news story without saying real quick.
I can't.
I know. It is hard, right?
It is hard. So Dreams, fuck. Now I'm gonna think about it the entire day, the rest of the day. Dreams players are now getting employed by game studios. So the game, Dreams.
Wait, which ones? Because I watched the Donkey videos and they're all dog shit. Okay.
There's some really shitty ones, and then there's some really crazy cool ones that I've seen.
I'm sure there are.
And it's just. A lot of the stuff looks like Little Big Planet, and there was like a horror game that looked actually really cool.
Yeah, remember that fucking game? God damn.
Right? But like people are now getting employed, and like some dude did like his full bench breakfast, and he made it in Dreams, and if you look at it, it looks so fucking realistic. It's actually terrifying. And he got a job offer, and a couple other people have gotten job offers from their things, and everybody's like, these should be no-brainers. If they're actually good, people should pick these up and turn them into actual titles. Like one of the horror stories that Donkey showed a little bit out of, Don't Stare Out of the Window. I actually, after seeing his video, I went and looked it up, and it looks so cool.
He only showed one.
I know, he showed like 2 seconds of it, and I'm like, happened. What the fuck? This actually looks good? And then I fucking went and found it myself.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But I think that's fucking amazing. The PlayStation did this thing and let people make their own video games. It was like RPG Maker, if you ever had that on the PlayStation, I think 1 or 2.
You know what pisses me off about these stories where it's like, oh, people are getting jobs from mods. It's like, okay. I thought the big story was there's not enough fucking jobs for developers.
Right?
How come we have jobs all of a sudden? Were you hiding them?
They were hiding them, obviously. Yeah, because like I feel the same way with Minecraft modders and stuff. But a lot of Minecraft modders do end up working for Mahjong. Or Mahjong.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like I had a couple friends, they've applied and they got it or they didn't get it. And so...
It's Mojangles, by the way.
Mojangles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mojangle. Jingleheimer Smith. So the next thing I want to talk about is the G-Rick Force. It's not going so hot for NVIDIA right now. It's actually going really bad for NVIDIA. Even though our bro Tim Sweeney from Epic.
Yeah.
He
Timmy S. He goes by.
Timmy S. Really?
Or Timmy Sweezy.
Timmy Sweezy.
Also.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Sweezy.
Sweezy.
T Sweezy.
Oh my god! Yeah. Stop. he announced that.
He also goes by Sweeney Todd, which makes sense from his last name, but his first.
Not his first.
I'm like, dude, T Sweezy. That's a little confusing. People aren't gonna get it, and he's like, they'll get it. And he runs Epic, so he wins the argument.
He does win the argument. He probably is that a real conversation, or is that a conversation you had in your head?
No, we dinner, drinks, yeah.
You and T
Sweezy, yeah,
pretty tight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. For you though, it's Mr. T Sweezy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So Mr. T Sweezy announced that Epic would be integrated with.
He just texted me. He wants other people to call him Mr. T, actually. So go ahead and do that.
God damn it. But so a couple people have now pulled out addition to Activision as well as Bethesda. So we have 2K games. So that's most of the BioShock games. That's the Borderlands games and a couple others.
Wait. Is it Take-Two entirely? Because that's what Grand Theft Auto. That's everything Rockstar does.
Is 2K? Also. Oh.
It's Take-Two. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be Mafia. That's there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of stuff then. Because, like, I saw BioShock, I saw Borderlands, and I saw a couple others, but I didn't think about them. Fuck, that's a lot of fucking people. But there's also another one.
It's good shit, too. It's mostly good.
It's a lot of good shit, right? But, so this is what's been happening, and there's, like, a good PC Gamer article talking about the whole controversy. If you actually want to go deep dive into it, I'm just going to kind of touch into it, but what some of the indie developers have been saying about their contract is that it's gold for publishers. NVIDIA will only launch the games from the developers' chosen platforms and was entitled to no profits from game sales. So if the person went and bought it from after installing it on NVIDIA, NVIDIA doesn't get any of the profits or anything. So it's it's a good thing for publishers, right? But the thing is, like, the indie developers, a lot of them didn't have a choice in this. NVIDIA is just throwing their games on there because they're smaller games. And they're NVIDIA. Like, yo, we're giving you that, what is it called? Fuck.
Exposure?
Exposure, thank you. Exposure. They're like, yeah, we're helping you. We're giving you free exposure and stuff. And
yeah, I give chicks free exposure in my DMs all the time, and they do not appreciate it at all. So I feel you, NVIDIA. The people are not, they're not receptive to that, and I get it. They should be.
Right. So one of the indie developers that pulled out was the people who created The Long Dark, and because they were mad that NVIDIA just basically wrote up these contracts without them actually signing anything. Yep.
They're like, oh, we called you, we just didn't pick up, I guess. I don't know. We just signed it for you.
And so
that's fucking weird. What the fuck?
I don't know. But they have the free service. So they have the free service, and then they have the paid premium service. The free service, you get to play any of the games, but you only get to play for an hour at a time, which is dumb. You go back into a queue, and
that seems bad.
Right. It's only an hour. I guess it's great if you're like lunch break or whatever at work, but
yeah, but what if you're just in the queue the whole time on your lunch break?
Right. And then NVIDIA, so once they launched out of their beta, that's when they announced the $5 monthly fee service for people who want to have it constantly. And that's when people started pulling out, was when they announced that it's like, hey, we're going to charge a monthly fee for this. And that's when Activision's like, oh, you're going to make money off this. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And that's when also Bethesda pulled out. So that's part of the reason why people are pulling out, is because NVIDIA is making money. But the thing is, like, they should be making money. Like, not to defend NVIDIA with some of their shitty tactics of making up these contracts as they kind of go. But they're offering a service, like, and it's their computers that are going to be streaming this. Like, they should charge a service for it, right?
I'm confused how the game makers need to be involved at all.
I mean, It's their content that's being streamed.
I'm trying to think of like, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to like liken it to something else, but because it's a video game, it's so much different than anything else.
It's different, and we've never done this before. There's never been a streaming service for video games.
Yeah, so that's why it's a good thing. Like, no matter if this fails or not, it's good that it's happening. But I don't know. It's weird. It seems weird that they didn't. I don't know. Were they trying to just pull one over, or are they just that stupid? Do you think?
I think they were gonna be like, publishers would be understanding that they want to make money too.
Yeah.
And they did just try to pull a kind of a fast one and be like, hey, so we're gonna make money. Okay. We cool? We cool? We cool, bro? Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know, when Uber came out, they decimated airports, and then finally the law had to step in and be like, oh, okay, this is how we do it. So it's like the thing existed before we know how to use it, and that happens just with everything.
Right.
So we'll figure it out.
We just need to get some regulations and bullshit and
good on NVIDIA for like being the ones to do it though, because that's got to be terrifying.
I mean, look at Google. Google's trying, but Google's also fucking around with the contracts. Like, why are these people so fucked when it comes to contracts and drawing up these contracts?
Google's different because they're selling the games. It's like,
yeah, I guess that's true. They are selling the games, and they're like, hey, we're Google. We're gonna give you that exposure, baby.
Yeah. I really want to know the numbers. I wish things like that were fucking public knowledge.
If you could be a fly on a wall in that room when Google comes
I'd
to
be
the
a fly
offer
in
with
so
you.
many walls. Yeah. I'm fascinated by boring shit. Like, everyone's in that meeting, like, wanting to blow their brains out because they don't want to be at work anymore. And I'm just sitting there like, you're deciding the future.
Right. And, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I think also NVIDIA is kind of cocky because they have, like, this, like, cornerstone in graphics cards. Like, AMD is trying to bust their way into the graphics card scene, not to like side tangent off away from video games but Joshua, he bought an AMD video card, but the problem is like it was way cheaper and it's better than my 2060.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the drivers suck for it, and not a lot of games are compatible with it. So like he bought it just to play like a couple of games, and he couldn't even play those games. He was so pissed.
What is incompatible? What?
Like, he can't play GTA 5 on that video card. It won't run.
But it's comparable to one that does run it?
Yes. Like, I can run it just fine, and mine's a lesser card than his technically, but because Rockstar or whoever is behind,
they like pair up with NVIDIA,
right?
Yeah.
And they haven't created like proper drivers for
I
it.
have not had an AMD card in a very long time, but when I had one, it ran everything perfect. Like I don't remember having any driver issues.
Right,
but this is like 10 years ago.
Yeah, like graphics have come a long ways in 10 years, and like AMD hasn't really made video cards in a long ass time.
Huh.
So
really? I thought they've been doing it this entire time. Right?
Kinda.
Huh. I don't know. I'm not. This is not my area of expertise. I'm just shocked. You know?
Yeah. Right. Like, I love AMD for their fucking video, their processors. I love AMD processors.
Their processors are unbelievable deals.
Well, yeah.
They're just like, hey, have one for free. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll come make you dinner.
Pretty much.
Take the
like,
processor.
I went with an AMD over an Intel because it handles multitasking better, and since I always have like 7 things running right now, it was like a no-brainer.
I'll be honest with you. You would have been fine with either one. It's just cheaper.
Yeah, let's be real.
That's the main
I'm
thing.
a broke bitch, okay?
i7s are pretty good.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Let's just pretend we didn't talk about hardware because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
No, I'm really bad with hardware. I'm sorry.
I used to be better, but then when I stopped building my own computers, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Just fucking whatever. Like, I can almost tell by price, like, how good something is gonna be. Like, you just go in the middle, like not the middle, but the upper middle. It's fine.
See,
everything's fine. And pre-builts are like basically the same price now. It used to like save you way more money, and now it's like it doesn't.
Yeah, because video cards are so fucking expensive. But like the way we build our computers, it like we rotate through parts and stuff, so we get like
yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you just want to rotate through something,
so like we'll upgrade our fucking motherboards and our processors in November, and then we'll keep our video cards for another 2 years, and then rotate and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
We just have fucking weird Frankenstein machines.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you like Star Wars, right, Portz?
I have had conflicted feelings about it, but mostly I like Star Wars. Yeah.
So the leak behind Project Maverick.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I don't care as much as I thought I was gonna. Because listen, okay. This has happened a bunch of times before,
right?
And we don't even know anything good about it yet.
Especially
we
with
just
EA
know it's Star
games,
Wars,
right?
Because listen, motherfuckers, okay? EA is still in charge of it, so it's an EA game.
Yep.
Well, actually, maybe that's not true. I don't know how the contracts work, but their contract is supposed to be up this year, I'm pretty sure. Or
I thought it was
not
2023.
This year, but 2012. Oh, is it 12? Okay. Was it 2013? Yeah, I think that lines up. Anyway, it's soon. So if it was after that, but I doubt they'd be announcing something that far in advance. So I think it's EA. Don't give a shit, probably, because look, Fallen Order, I didn't like that much. I bought that fucking shit. I don't like it.
Have you beat it yet?
It feels hollow. No, but it feels hollow. It feels like it didn't get enough love. You know, dropped as a baby is what that game is.
No.
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Baby.
You're saying, oh no, like I said that, but they did it.
I mean, you're not wrong, because like watching people play it, it's like they took some of the best elements of other games and then they just like smashed it into a Star Wars game.
Yeah, it's like trying to be Baby Dark Souls, basically.
Baby Dark Souls with some other elements of like parkouring, like Uncharted and shit like that.
There's some like Metroidvania stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, they don't do any of those super well, and as a Star Wars game, it just doesn't feel that good. There's a lot of shit missing in detail in the world. Like, man, that game, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That sucks.
But, so, everyone points to that, so we're like, oh, like, EA can do it. And they did turn around Battlefront 2 eventually. But it took an entire game and a half to make that happen.
Fair.
So there's that. They also had Amy Hennig working on a Star Wars game, and they canceled that shit and fired her.
They did fire
her. Fuck you. Okay, why are we getting this instead of that? Fuck off. I really want an Amy Hennig Star Wars game. That would be great.
Right. Yeah.
That would be great. They gutted the Dead Space team, so that they could work with Amy Hennig on a Star Wars game. That didn't happen. Now we get this shit.
Yeah, I don't like EA's tactics either, trust me. But my biggest concern with this is like last time EA had a game leak was Apex. And Apex and Anthem were unfortunately released boom boom. And because Apex was getting leaked and it was more complete than Anthem got like just shoved aside. And I think that was part of the reason why Anthem just turned to utter shit. Is because that
doesn't really make sense, though, because none of those people worked on that. They were two different teams.
Was it two completely different teams? Or I thought people from...
BioWare did Anthem and Respawn did Apex.
Okay, well.
So, I don't think those things correlate, but I do think there's a lot of reasons to worry about this game. I don't think that I'm gonna spend a lot of time worrying about it. When I saw it, I was like, oh, new Star Wars. Oh wait, not actually necessarily a good thing.
Right. Like.
So I will wait and see with not very much optimism.
Oh, I just want a good Star Wars game again.
I do too. I
think everybody does.
I'm playing KOTOR again.
I know.
I really want another one of those or something.
Give us back KOTOR.
Fucking goddamn something.
What if they redid KOTOR?
Honestly, though, while I was playing KOTOR, sorry, what'd you say?
I said, what if they redid KOTOR?
Oh yeah, like they fucking shut down that fucking team. Just fucking.
I know. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank you.
I was like watching that guy stream him making the game.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Aww.
It was so good. And then it fell apart. And I was like, ah.
Did you cry? Did you shed a tear?
No, like almost no one thought it was going to make it through because Disney shuts everything down. But, you know.
It's like Disney trying to shut down the Baby Yoda memes, too.
What they should do is just not attach any Star Wars to it and make the whole thing and then release it as Star Wars. And then it's like out there on the internet and they can't do anything about it. Like they can shut down the distribution.
Fair.
Right? But you just open a new. It's like if like a porn video got out of a celebrity or something. It's like they could maybe go after one site, but they can't go after the whole internet. So it'll be there.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Butter. Okay. Well, yeah.
Rip a payron or whatever the fuck it was called.
Pepperonis and ripperonis. Yeah.
I
just really want a good Star Wars game, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. What was the last good Star Wars game you played?
Probably KOTOR. Maybe one of the Jedi games. I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Did those come out after? They started in the 90s. Some of them must have been after, right?
Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy, honestly. Either one.
Both of them. They're awesome.
Yeah, those are both fucking couple of my favorite games.
Series is great. But those were early 2000s also.
Really?
So it's been a long fucking time.
It's been 25 years.
25 years.
Not really, but it's been a long ass time. Okay.
Yeah.
So the last thing I kind of want to talk about is the Nintendo PlayStation prototype sold for a fuck ton of money. The only known copy and sold for $365,000 to the guy who did the Oculus Rift. Palmer Luckey.
To the guy who did it?
Yeah, the fucking founder of the Oculus Rift.
Oh. John Carmack?
Maybe he's one of the co-founders. I don't fucking know. His name's Palmer Luckey on Twitter.
Oh.
He was talking about it. He's like, who the fuck keeps bidding against me on Twitter the other day? And it was pretty the funniest fucking shit. But it was sold on Heritage Auction. It's the only one that was announced in 1991.
Can you imagine having that much money to spend on
something that
doesn't matter?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, $365,000. I'm like, if I had $365,000, I could just live off of that. But
forever? No.
I mean, if I invested it correctly, probably.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's zero chance you could do that.
Yeah.
Someone else could, but not you.
Whoa.
There'd be a Steam sale and you'd lose half of it.
Shit, you're right. Buy my entire Steam library. Okay. So this was back when Nintendo and PlayStation came together. They were best friends. They were holding hands. And they're like, we're going to make...
They're like, hey, we're Japan, you're Japan. Let's do this.
Let's hold hands since we're both Japanese companies and we should make a console. And then their fucking bloodlines was not happy. So I always thought Sony pulled out of the deal between Sony and Nintendo. It was actually Nintendo that pulled out.
Did you say bloodlines?
Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones? Like what?
Yeah, they were like holding hands and they were getting ready to make a baby.
There was an arranged marriage and it like fell through and that's why the console didn't happen? Okay.
They were supposed to get married, have babies,
Yeah.
Like this beautiful baby bastard.
The console was going to officiate the wedding.
But they have been working in tandem since like the late 80s to work on this. And they were originally going to do a... So the one that sold the prototype is actually still a cartridge system. So like good old Nintendo.
Wait.
Yeah.
It doesn't take PlayStation CDs?
No. It doesn't have any games for it.
Right. Oh.
The prototype.
I thought it was just like a combination of them.
It was a prototype.
Oh.
There's no games ever
crazy.
created for it, I think. And the guy who bought it, he collects like old arcade games and stuff like that aren't out there anymore. Like weird shit. Yeah. But so the thing between Nintendo and PlayStation, they were originally going to start doing for a CD. And that's why we got PlayStation with CDs, and the Nintendo 64 decided to stick with cartridges.
Right.
And stuff. But yeah, so the original deal, Nintendo pulled out because they were worried that Sony was like, I fucking this thing. And they're like, oh yeah, I do want to actually make my own console. So Nintendo was just like, fuck it, go for it. Just fucking do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. So Nintendo pulled out, and then Sony started working on the PlayStation probably at that moment.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah. This
business.
Huh?
I said business.
Business. Good old business. This is something that I didn't include in the news because somebody came into my stream and told me about this, and I literally pulled it up right after I ended, and I'm lazy and I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit.
But
I'm not. I don't open any of this anymore.
Fair. You don't.
I like that it's there for me to look at when the time comes, like right now.
Like right now.
But I don't do it ahead of time. Yeah.
So our boy Reggie from Nintendo.
Reggie? Oh yes.
GameStop.
Yes, baby.
Why?
I saw this. So I don't really. Yeah. Sorry. You can read the story. I got excited though.
Go ahead.
GameStop is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. And Reggie, goddamn Mr. Regolution himself, is going to be a board member, which is really weird.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't really know what board members do other than be like, no, you can't do that.
Pretty much.
So hopefully he's a great influence on there. Maybe because in my mind, and I don't pay attention to Nintendo that much, but in my mind, the thing that people liked about Reggie was that he was a quote-unquote real gamer.
Yeah.
And he had a great personality on camera. He was basically like a giant... I mean, he's very tall. That's not...
Well, yeah, he's a giant, but he also does have like a great personality, and he's just like he has a great personality, meme.
And he's real about it. Like, he'll address jokes and shit about himself, and like, he's just a down-to-earth guy.
He embraces it.
So, if we could get some of that injected to GameStop, that would be interesting. And I think it's an uphill battle because people love, regardless of what's really going on with GameStop, people love to hate GameStop. It's just like a thing that you do. Like, if you like GameStop and you're a gamer, your other gamer friends think you suck. That's the state that GameStop's at. So, good luck, Reggie. I don't know what you can do as a board member, but I hope that you do all of it.
Right. Like, I mean, maybe he's just bored after leaving Nintendo and retiring, quote unquote. And he's just like, I'll do this for shits and giggles or whatever. But like you said, it is going to be a huge uphill battle because GameStops have just been closing and they have been failing for a very long time as we go towards a digital age and have less and less tangible copies. Yep. Like, even with the way that the new consoles are going to be coming out with the Xbox and everything, and, like, it's basically a mini computer, like, it's going to have a decent hard drive. You can download stuff and fucking delete stuff and then just re-download it again.
GameStop is where I get all my PC games.
I can't remember the last time I honestly stepped into a GameStop. I think I did
when I worked there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was the only one pre-ordering PC games. And this is like 2008.
What?
Yeah. I was the only one doing it. Like, our store never got PC. As soon as somebody pre-ordered a PC game, I was like their best friend. I was like, somebody in here that plays PC.
Yeah.
I met one of my best fucking friends because he asked my boss about computer games, and he was like, you should wait until Grant gets in. He'll be here on Thursday.
Aww.
That's how no one knew about fucking computers at GameStop.
Wow.
And our clientele didn't fucking give a shit either. And so I made a lifelong friendship, like 8-9 years later, with this dude. And we still play Dota and hate each other. It's great.
You'll have to tell me who it is later.
Okay.
But yeah, I just think that's a really weird move that he did. But I mean, like I said, I think he's bored and he's looking for a challenge. I mean, it's fucking Reggie, dude. He's a goddamn meme. He's a walking meme.
He was at Nintendo for like 17 years.
A long ass time.
So anything that he does is going to feel different.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is weird, like, why he chose to do this, because in my mind, if you know a lot about the games industry, you're probably like, who gives a fuck about GameStop?
Right.
But maybe he values it for some reason. I don't know what it is. And obviously in his tweet, he's like sucking their cock because it's... Well, actually, he didn't suck their cock, but he was like, the games industry needs a thriving GameStop, which I don't think that's fucking true at all.
No, with
Obviously,
our overlords, Valve, Kappa Newell.
Yeah.
Taking my money.
So we don't need that, Reggie. Right. Okay? Don't go lying in your tweets. I know it's your new employer, but don't go lying. But he also did sort of slight them in saying, I'll help make sure that like, I want to do my part to make sure that happens. Which means we're not there yet, which is a good place to start,
right.
Honesty.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Good luck to him, man.
I love you, Reggie.
I like him. I followed him based off this. I didn't follow him before because it was like all Nintendo shit. I don't give a fuck about Nintendo. But now I'm following you. So, look out. I know that makes you nervous a little bit, Reggie, but it's
Obviously.
Okay. Me and T Sweezy going to take care of you, dude.
T-Squeezy's going to take care of you.
Squeezy?
T-Squeezy!
How dare you disrespect my best friend?
Is he your best friend?
It's
Can I slide into
Tim Sweeney was the guy I met
Maybe he'll
at
give me
GameStop,
free games.
by the way.
Huh?
Tim Sweeney was the guy I met at GameStop 9 years ago.
Sure. Uh-huh.
They're like, PC games? I'm like, oh my god, Tim Sweeney.
Oh my god, you're amazing. I love you. Okay.
You're great. And then he's like, please, T Sweezy.
Calm down. Calm the fuck down. All right. Well,
good times.
That's it for news for now.
That's all? That's it? That's all she wrote?
All
okay,
wrote.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
You're going to throw me a curveball? Fucking do it.
There are two things that you forgot.
What did I forget?
They're at the top of your notes.
Oh my fucking god! Parts we need to suggest video games to each other.
I know. And you know what I didn't do is think about them beforehand.
Oh, you piece of garbage.
I didn't think about them beforehand, but I can scroll quickly. Do you have one for me?
I kind of do, besides the vanishing of Ethan Carter. And I can't remember what it is now. Shit. Oh.
Well, the other one, I never played Inside, so I still need to play that.
So Inside.
But it hasn't gone on sale. So.
Inside, Runer is the one I would suggest for this week, and the vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Here. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Can I just speak my truth right now? I know you gave that game to me.
You're not gonna play it.
And I think it's a bad game.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I booted it up, and I didn't mention it purposely because I didn't want to hurt your feelings because you bought it for me.
I don't give a shit.
It seems like a terrible fucking game.
You didn't even give it a chance.
I don't know if you've played it before.
I beat the shit out of it.
You like it?
I bought it for you after I beat it, you stupid fuck.
It's not a good game.
You're fucking wrong, and I will fight you.
How long do I have to play for it to be a good game?
Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
No, I played an hour. I played a fucking hour of that game.
Well, let me tell you this. It's only 5 hours.
I know that. That's why I booted it up.
I see that March 7th. Portz played it for the first time. I'm gonna upload that.
Oh, great. That's really gonna. The social media aspects of Steam are thriving.
Yep. All right. I'll have to come up with another one, but Inside still, and the vanishing of Ethan Carter for sure.
Okay, I might play Ruiner. I mean, 5 hours is not that long. When I booted it up, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be like Bombshell."
No,
it was
it's not like Bombshell.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's from the same camera angle, but it's not. It's not.
No.
It's very brutal. I like that part of it, where blood and guts go everywhere. It's
fun. It is fun.
No, that part of it is fun. I'm so mean. I'm sorry. It's good. It's a great game, and you're a great friend.
I'm gonna roast you right now.
Every video game is great, and
I'm gonna roast you.
You're gonna roast me?
Yeah, Steam says you only played it for 16 minutes.
I was gonna say that.
You son of a bitch!
I was gonna say that, and then it felt like you were moving on already, so I was like, oh, whatever.
Got you. What about me?
Wait a minute. It says I played for 0.3. That's like 20 minutes.
Okay, 0.3. It rounds up.
It's 20 minutes. And you said it was 15 minutes to make it good, so I did well exceeded that.
Okay, well, maybe you're just slow, because I fucking was bumping in that game. Also, the music is fucking good.
No, it's really bad. The music is probably the worst part.
Wow. Really? I fucking love the music in that game.
In the first level, the music is so aggressive. It's like Doom if the person making it didn't know how to make music. It's just like brr, like aggressive fucking sounds. It's so weird.
Weird. Okay. Give me mine.
Anyway. I'll try again. I will. Okay. Is that fine? Do you have a Humble Bundle?
Yeah. I don't buy the pass, but yeah, I could get it.
Oh. Well.
Just tell me what it is and I'll get it. Like, I give you 2 games you don't own. I can look into it.
That's true. I mean, you're right. I'm a good friend. I'm trying to look out for you.
Look, because I'm a broke bitch. Is that what it is?
So I want to suggest that we play the game at the same time. It doesn't have to be this week. But I think I want to go through it. Unless you've already played it before, it's very possible you have. Okami.
Okami?
Yeah, the wolf game.
I have not even heard of this game.
What? Are you serious? Oh, that's a great game.
Okami. Okay, it's on Humble Bundle right now?
I hear, anyway.
Okay.
Yes. I think it was this. It was either February or March, but I think it was March.
Just throw me a link at it.
Although, I will. It's a little confusing because mine, I do subscribe. Mm-hmm. And it like makes you pay early, so I don't know if maybe you won't have access to this until the end of the month.
Maybe I can.
Because I just got access like this last week, and I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But anyway, Okami, we might play it.
I'll look it up. Okay. Hey, portz.
Hey.
Where can people find you?
Bunny. Twitch.tv/realportz. They're Alports. And Twitter, also same thing. Twitter, the Realportz. Fabulous. How about you? Where are you out there? I've been looking and I can't find you.
I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at the name Evil Space Bunny.
Yep, and that's space spelled out SPACE, not space bar. Look how I set that up an hour and a half ago. Oh my god, I'm a genius.
You're a fucking nerd.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. Right. This has been episode 23, and we'll talk to you next time.
Good luck. Have fun. Don't die. Whoa. That was loud.
I know, it was way too loud. I'm gonna have to edit that down.
You fucking have.
Okay, bye, idiot.
If your girlfriend, she would have to use a stool to get behind you and peg you.
Yes. Yeah, she would have to use a stool to get to my stool.